in your experience now, the 20% increase in customers you had now this summer, what would you say was was the driving force behind them showing up now? Were they also trying to kind of compensate a little bit for the fact that they had to stay indoors in the early part of the year and were looking for something new, or was it something else?
I think that you're absolutely right, that people are looking for at least some adventures, yeah. Because days before they were planning the trips once a year to go some southern country to do the adventure, yeah, to do the travel. But right now, as all the borders are locked down and it's not so much options to travel, so they are looking to have at least some leisure time, yeah. And the wind tunnel is one of these options to have some activity, to have some excitement, nearby, yeah. But I would like to mention one more thing, which is kind of characterizing these times here in Baltics. Yeah, the main the capitals of the countries are suffering. The capitals don't have big business anymore, like Riga, which is our capital of Latvia. The business is very bad. Yeah, but business is very good in countryside. So people are going out outdoors. They're going hiking. They're going to experience all the different activities. And if you go to countryside, you cannot book hotel. It's super expensive, or booked a couple months ahead. Yeah. As example, the hotel room, which used to be like 50 euros before, yeah, 2019, this summer was 400 euros, the same room. So it increases, amazing increase for countryside business, yeah, and that's a trend.
I mean, the same trend can be observed in a country even here where we have massive fallout from COVID. Cities are losing also because of the whole home office concept. People don't have to go to the office anymore. They're spending their time at home. So obviously that puts regions outside of the urban areas a little bit at an advantage.
Yeah,
That
you're right.
also has maybe, I mean, this is something that you could derive from that. We have seen in the States what has happened with this COVID crisis is that quite a lot of the malls, department stores, they are starting to lose appeal. There are some major department stores in the States that have gone into default. Reason being, the lifestyle has changed because of this pandemic. No doubt about that. You think so?
Yeah, you're right. But I thought about this. Should I plan the business to be this way in the future? Yeah, and I think I'm not sure. And who knows what the custom will be for people after the pandemic will be over? Yeah, should they go again to the countryside? Should they come back to normal and enjoy big cities? It's interesting trend, but I don't know if it's gonna last for long. Yeah.
Well, good arguments could be made for this to be almost permanent in the sense of people working from home and developing entirely different behavioral patterns for leisure time.
Maybe.
That's I think one of the consequences. Maybe I don't know. You right now
Maybe, but
operate one tunnel yourself. Are you considering, given the success it has right now, to possibly expand more tunnels that you operate yourself?
we are operating more tunnels than this. Yeah, it's just I mentioned the Latvian one.
Yeah.
But we are operating in China. We are operating in the United States, and I just know the numbers. And the Latvia is standing out as the biggest success these days. Yeah, in terms of revenue, but it's just the best example. I can say in the United States, in Branson, for example, we closed down and we haven't operated a single day. Yeah, this summer was totally dead.
Right. And yeah, which could basically lead you to maybe set up another one, maybe in Latvia, maybe in another Baltic country. Uh,
Maybe.
let's look a little bit into the future. Obviously, we are not economists. We're not yeah, gifted in that respect, but at least we seem to recognize that certain countries, important countries like the UK, like the USA, they will go into a, or if they're not already into a recession, and that will have consequences for leisure as well, and heavy consequences, I think.
I I agree. Maybe it will have some consequences, but I'm running leisure business since I started business at all. Yeah, when I was 16 years old, I started leisure business, and I'm running still till today. Yeah, leisure in general is not suffering from crisis. Yeah, that's my observation, and I have been through all the different crises, and my first business was actually bungee jumping. Yeah, and people are jumping when it's good times. They're jumping when it's bad times. Yeah, it's not like that because sometimes they're desperate because everything is so bad. Yeah, they don't have food to eat, but they have kids to entertain. Yeah, and kids don't understand if it's crisis outside or not crisis outside. Yeah, they will need entertainment anyways. So I think if you are targeting normal human behavior, yeah, you're not going too much upscale or too much the
Mm.
bottom of the market. Yeah, you will always have customers. Yeah, and I remember I talked one day with Alan Metney, the previous owner of Sky Venture. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he said, during the crisis of 2008 2009, all the operators was doing fine. Yeah, but he as a manufacturer was having really hard time. Yeah, yeah, and then this is also my observation. I'm doing fine all the times. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and this is my model of doing business that I'm balancing out. The manufacturing is cool, it's interesting, you can see interesting countries, you can make amazing projects, but operation is actually my base, my spinal core. Yeah, which is giving me the confidence in future. And as you know, the pandemic is something nobody has seen before. Yeah, but yeah, this is something different, which is affecting, of course, also the operators in countries like Spain, for example, in countries like United States. But in previous crises, when it was a financial crisis, all the operators were doing fine.
Even so, we have to admit that the product we concluded that even here in February, it's an expensive product. It's a substantial investment. Now, if wealth starts eroding because of recession and the economy, then obviously not as much will be available even for something like as tunnel flight. I'm looking a little bit what people are doing. I mean, the ones who are trying to get back into business. I mean, the typical pattern. They started back up in June, July, and if you look, and it's almost virtually all across Europe. A lot of them, they seem to have lowered the prices, and some of them really significantly. Some of them have done what they always do. They have created packages, a product that appeals particularly to the experienced, saying, well, you can come here, buy 5 hours and pay for four or three and a half. Uh, that could also have a negative impact on the future as yeah, it will
Look,
reduce profitability.
I can comment on this, yeah, because we were facing the same challenge in the spring, yeah, because understood everything gonna be different this summer, yeah, and I was not focusing on decreasing any price, yeah. All my prices are same as they has to be in 1 year ago, yeah. I didn't make any reduction, but what I have done, I have focused on efficiency of my team, yeah. So we reduced hours of operation. We made every hour more efficient, more profitable. Yeah, and this is what what was our approach to this crisis. Yeah, and it worked out. You know, all the people okay, some of people has been fired, the less efficient ones. Yeah, but the rest of the team is making more money for company, also for themselves. They're getting bigger salaries this year than year before. Yeah, so this is a difference how we faced this. Yeah, but in March nobody knew if the business will be open at all. Yeah.
Exactly. And by the way, one of your recommendations in March, April was for the operators to kind of engage in processes to improve on organization on virtually all aspects of running such a wind tunnel. So in your case,
That's what we have done. That's what we have done, and yeah, to finish this thought, today I learned how to make this business more efficient and how to make more money, you know, in general. Yeah. So the crisis has been good school for us.